Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to call the City of Homestead final public hearing, budget, second reading meeting to order. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to call the City of Homestead final public hearing, budget, second reading meeting to order. Today is Wednesday, November 19th, and it is now 5:05 p.m. Madam Clerk, if you could call the roll, please.
Councilwoman Avila?
Here.
Councilman Roth?
Here.
Councilman Fletcher?
Here.
Councilman Cannibal?
Here.
Councilwoman Konski? Vice Mayor Bailey?
Here.
Mayor Losner?
I'm here. All right. Mr. Manager, is this going to be the Finance Director's presentation?
Yes, it's going to be the Finance Director leading us.
Pearl.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, before we begin, if I could just read the required statement into the record. It's, the City of Homestead's final operating millage rate is 5.9604 mils, which is the same as the previous year's millage rate of 5.906 mils, and the final voted debt millage rate is 0.2446 mils. The rollback rate millage is 5.4284 mils. The final operating millage rate of 5.9604 mils is 9.8% above the rollback rate of 5.4284 mils.
Thank you, Mr. Perez.
Mayor and Council, between the first and the second hearing, the city, the Finance and Budget Department are required to advertise the budget summary and the notice of tax increase, which also shows the date and the time of the second hearing. The budget summary, there were no issues with it, but with the state identified that the notice of tax increase had one number that was incorrect, and that number being the levy amount for the current year. We unfortunately advertised the 95% of that, which is really what the budgeted revenues are. That one error is deemed substantial violation of the TRIM law, and the remedy for that is basically to have to re-advertise and rehear the second hearing. As far as the advertisement was advertised on Monday, and we're having this hearing now. Again, we were fortunate that the notice was received on Thursday. On Friday, we quickly acted so that we could get the ad in and that we could hold this meeting on a night where the council was already going to meet. And I'm willing to ask for any questions. Again, I admit this is an error made by our department, and specifically, I was the one that signed off on the advertisement when it went, so.
Thank you, Carlos. Any questions or comments from council? Councilwoman Avila.
Thank you, Mayor. Carlos, I wanted to just thank you for taking accountability and responsibility for the situation. However, over the 6 years that I've been here, I have not been aware of any other mistakes like this. So I want you to be at peace with us being able to remedy this, and I appreciate it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay. So let's get a motion and a second on the floor, and then I think we're obligated to take public comments, if any. So would someone like to move this item? Moved by Councilman Roth. Seconded by Councilman Cannibal. So let me now open the floor for public comment.
I just want to be clear, this is on tab 1 because we haven't read this into the record yet.
Okay, let's read the resolution.
Tab 1 is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Homestead, Florida, establishing a final operating millage rate of ad valorem taxation, establishing a final millage rate for debt service on the general obligation bonds for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025 and ending September 30th, 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Pearl. Okay, is there anyone online? No one online. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to make a comment on this matter? Okay, seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a roll call vote on the readoption of the millage rate under tab 1.
Councilman Cannibal? Councilman Fletcher?
Yes.
Councilman Roth? Yes. Councilwoman Konski?
Yes.
Councilwoman Avila?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mayor Losner?
Yes.
The motion carries.
And let's go to second reading of tab 2. If you would read the resolution or the ordinance, Mr. Pearl.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This is the second reading of an ordinance of the City of Homestead, Florida, adopting a budget for each of the several funds and departments of the city for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, ending September 30th, 2026, approving capital improvement plan, providing for repealer, severability, and an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. Pearl. All right. And this just follows, this is just the perfunctory second level after the readoption.
That's
of the
correct.
prior
There's
matter.
no changes from what was presented at the second hearing, which the second hearing had some changes from the first hearing. Nothing's changed since.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Perez. All right. Do we have a motion moved by Councilman Roth, seconded by the Vice Mayor? You get the second this time. All right. Is there any public comments? Is there anyone online? No one in the audience. I'll close the public hearing then and ask for a roll call vote.
Councilman Fletcher,
Yes.
Councilman Cannibal, Councilman Roth, Councilwoman Konsky, Councilwoman Avila,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Bailey, Mayor Losner.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Thank you. Any further business for this meeting, Mr. Manager, Mr. Attorney? All right, I'll entertain a
None.
motion to adjourn this special budget hearing. Moved by Vice Mayor, seconded by Councilwoman Konsky. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we will convene the presentation agenda momentarily. Well, good evening once again, everyone. I'd like to call the City of Homestead Council presentation ceremony to order. Today is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, and it is about 5:15 p.m. Our first presentation this evening will be by Vice Mayor Bailey. Is anyone touching Miami with love here yet? So we'll give them a few minutes, and I'll do the boring in-house one. You get all the fun ones. Yeah. Okay. So, and I'll do this from here. This is kind of an in-house presentation, and you know, I don't know. Maybe we should call it Nerdy Engineering Week or Day, or Techie Week or something. I don't know, but. The City of Homestead recognizes that an understanding, use, and application of geospatial technology, as if I can say it, much less know what that is crucial to operating our infrastructure, sustaining our natural resources, and stimulating economic growth. And whereas geographic information systems, known to us lay people as GIS technology, allows us to see and model relationships and patterns to respond and use this technology to its full potential. And the city is committed to utilizing GIS to help with decision making, better serve our residents, and make useful geographic information open and easily available. And we've encouraged all of our departments to utilize GIS technology in their daily operations. And whereas the City of Homestead, through its portal and map services available on the website, provides accessible information and interactive maps that support informed decision-making, promote transparency, and enhances community engagement, including resources such as the lead and copper pipe rule revisions map, solid waste schedule, city council district map, interactive zoning and land use map, the City of Homestead streetlights map, parks and recreation viewer, HPS energy outage map, code compliant zoned and assigned officer maps. So the City of Homestead has adopted a GIS strategic plan, and by way of proclamation designated GIS as the official tool to support data-driven decision-making, improve public services, and increase transparency and innovation. So we declare today in Homestead as Geographic Information Systems Day in Homestead. So let me present this to our staff. Much has been said about grids, for example, a 3D interactive alternative. Presentation. It is truly, really creates transparency and better understanding among folks who are more and more internet savvy every day in our community. Really a big leap forward. So thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, Dr. Zeri, thank you. Deputy City Manager Kim, thank you very much, and AC and Crystal. I also want to thank my staff, the awesome IT team that we have for doing a great job on this initiative. Like the proclamation mentions, right? The GIS is a great tool. It's not only a software, but it's actually an amazing tool that helps us every day make smarter decisions for our community to support the services, the municipal services that we provide every day. I encourage the community, to visit our maps portal that is, being updated constantly with new initiatives. And, it's a tool that touches most of the departments in the city, from electric utilities to public works, development services, public safety, emergency management. So this is an amazing day. Thank you, awesome team.
Thank you all. All right, we're going to give the next group just a couple of minutes to get here. So, as they used to say on an old Saturday Night Live skit, talk amongst yourselves, kind of. Guess there's hardly anybody in here old enough to appreciate what that was. So I understand the arrival of the folks from Touching Miami with Love is imminent.
Good evening, everyone. So we are still waiting for our guest from TML to come accept this, but we do have a long night ahead, so I don't want to keep anybody waiting. They did host their 30th annual gala last night. So our chairman of the CRB board, our community relations board, was able to go and present it to them first last night, but then we wanted to make it official today. If you haven't heard of TML, stands for Touching Miami with Love, you should or you will. They have been doing amazing things in our area. They are mostly over Overtown and West Homestead. And especially through Together for Children, I have seen just some of the enormous things that they have been able to accomplish, especially for our after-school programs. So I'll read a little bit of this proclamation and then just definitely keep your eyes and ears open. It is Give Miami Day for a few more days. So please consider, if you ever donate to any of these local types of charities, this is an opportunity where your donation gets matched. So that is huge. So whereas Touching Miami with Love, a community-driven nonprofit founded in 1995, has served as a place of hope and transformation in Overtown and West Homestead. For 3 decades now, TML has worked to close economic and academic gaps and empower nearly 1,000 children and their families each year through their holistic programs. They are grounded in a mission to share the love of Christ by providing hope, opportunities, and resources. Through unshakable commitment, TML has created safe spaces where their community members can grow and thrive while building partnerships within local areas. For 30 years, TML has served the needs of the communities in Overtown and West Homestead, specifically serving children, youth, and their families. Through this year-round type of programming, they are able to serve 400 students every weekday, as well as all day for teacher planning days, spring break, Christmas breaks, any times that the regular schools are closed. Beyond direct services, TML has also been a catalyst for neighborhood revitalization, cultural preservation, and community empowerment. They are ensuring that legacy residents remain at the center of Miami's growth and future. Their deep dedication in their community that they serve is best reflected in their consistent presence at the forefront of transformative changes across all of Miami-Dade County. So some of the layers of their services to ensure that children get the support that they need. It includes all students K through 5. They enjoy group literacy, fitness, social emotional learning, weekly devotional time, and summer activities for spiritual development. Their in-school case managers have a support system in place where they have instructional advocates, and their staff can ensure that they have strong connections to their partner schools and are able to keep track of how they're doing and just make sure that everybody is getting exactly what they need. So, anybody from Touchy Miami with Love yet? No. So, it is my honor and the first proclamation that says Vice Mayor. TML is very close and near and dear to me. They are working on an amazing mixed-use project, which is going to help with some of the affordability with housing in our area, really looking out for teachers, which is a big issue, us being able to keep some of the great teachers that are helping our students. They're looking in the future to see how are we going to continue doing the best for our youth, and it's through initiatives like that that I just thank the world of them, and I'm so proud to present this proclamation for them today. So, therefore, our Mayor, Stephen D. Losner, by virtue of his authority as Mayor of the City of Homestead, does hereby proclaim November 18th, 2025 as Touching Miami with Love Day.
Okay, thank you, Vice Mayor. I think that concludes our presentation agenda for tonight, so we will adjourn this portion of the evening's festivities. And in just a moment, when the clerk signals she's ready, we will convene the local planning agency meeting. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome again. I'd like to call the City of Homestead Local Planning Agency meeting to order. For the record, it's Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, and it is now 5:40 p.m. Madam Clerk, if you could please call the roll.
Board Member Fletcher.
Here.
Board Member Avila.
Here.
Board Member Cannibal.
Here.
Board Member Ross. Board Member Konski. Vice Chairwoman Bailey.
Here.
Chairman Losner.
Here.
Ex officio Lawrence Ventura.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Are there any additions, deletions, or deferrals for this agenda this evening?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. So we have before us the minutes of our October 22nd, 2025 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes? Moved by the Vice Chair, second by Board Member Cannibal. If there are no further questions or comments, all in favor of the minutes as presented? Aye. Any opposed? All right, Mr. White, it doesn't appear there are any quasi-judicial items on this agenda, so we will jump right to the sole legislative matter, tab 2.
Yes, car number 4827. It's an ordinance of the City of Homestead, Florida, amending the City Code of Ordinances by amending Chapter 23 Signs and Advertising, Article 3 Signs, Division 3 Regulations, Section 2387 Mural Approval Process to update and further clarify the review and approval standards and procedures for murals, providing for conflict, severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Mr. Director? Madam Director.
Yes,
Sorry.
this is an amendment to the code, to the section of the murals, to allow the city to have bigger murals to promote things that the city needs to promote, and to eliminate for the city that limitation of a maximum of 550 square feet or 20% of the area of the wall.
Yeah, very good, thank you. Any questions or comments from the board? All right, do we have a motion on this item? Of course. Happily moved by the vice chairwoman, seconded by board member Cannonball.
The bigger the better.
On city buildings.
On city.
On city
For
buildings.
now.
For now. Yeah. All right, are there any public comments on this item? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and ask for a roll call vote on this item.
Board Member Ross?
Yes.
Board Member Konski? Yes. Board Member Avila? Yes. Board Member Cannavale?
Yes.
Board Member Fletcher?
Yes.
Vice Chairwoman Bailey?
Yes.
Chairman Losner?
Yes,
The motion carries.
thank you. Any further business from the Development Services Director? No further business? Mr. Attorney? Further?
Nothing at this time.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the local planning agency meeting. Moved by Board Member Fletcher, seconded by Board Member Cannonball. All in favor? Any opposed?